Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi, masih bersama saya Ramadinata. Jangan lupa protokol kesehatan. Salam olahraga. Sebelum kita memulai pembelajaran hari ini, alangkah baiknya kita berdoa menurut agama dan kepercayaan masing-masing. Berdoa dimulai. Selesai. Pada kesempatan hari ini kita akan membahas tentang permainan sepak bola yang memiliki tujuan yang pertama, memahami peraturan permainan sepak bola, memahami keterampilan gerak permainan sepak bola, memahami dan mempraktikkan variasi dan kombinasi keterampilan gerak permainan sepak bola. Teknik dasar permainan sepak bola. Pada pertemuan sebelumnya kita membahas tentang mengumpan bola atau passing, menembak bola atau shooting. Pada pertemuan kali ini kita akan membahas tentang menahan bola atau kontrol dan stopping. Berikutnya menyundul bola atau heading, menggiring bola atau dribbling. Lemparan ke dalam atau throw-in, gerakan tapan bola akan kita bahas pada pertemuan berikutnya. Keterampilan gerak menahan bola. Jalannya bola ada 3 macam dan masing-masing memerlukan cara tersendiri untuk menahannya. Ada bola menyusur tanah, ground ball, bola memantul, bouncing ball, dan bola tinggi. Kita akan melihat contoh video keterampilan gerak menahan bola dalam permainan sepak bola. Kita saksikan video berikut ini.
The best players in the world have great touch on the ball. Today we'll show you a few exercises to help you improve your ball control using a wall. Basic control. Start by passing the ball against a wall. Use the inside of your foot to stop the ball as close to your body as possible. Begin close to the wall. Then slowly increase the distance and speed of your passes as you improve over time. Practice passing and controlling the ball with both your left foot and your right foot. Turn control. Pass the ball low and hard against a wall. Then practice turning past an imaginary defender with your first touch. Use both the inside of your foot and the outside of your foot to turn quickly away. Remember to practice turning with both your right foot and your left foot. Air control. Use a high wall to practice controlling the ball out of the air. Use your hands or your foot to bounce the ball high off the wall. Then use your feet, knees, chest, or head to control the ball before it reaches the ground. As you improve, practice juggling the ball to yourself off the wall. Using your skills, keep the ball from touching the ground as long as possible.
Setelah kita menonton video yang saya tampilkan tadi, kita akan bahas materi berikutnya, keterampilan gerak menyundul bola atau heading ball. Saat pemain memainkan bola-bola atas dalam permainan sepak bola, peran kepala sangat penting. Sundulan bola harus tepat bersentuhan dengan dahi karena bagian ini cukup kuat dan keras. Kita simak kembali video tentang keterampilan gerak menyundul bola dalam permainan sepak bola. Kita saksikan video berikut ini.
The only way to master these skills is making sure that you practice. So when you do find yourself in a match situation, the skills learned from these drills become second nature. The first thing we want to think about when we're heading the ball is our stance. Now, this is all about finding what suits you the best. For me personally, I like to have one foot in front of the other, facing forwards, the other foot behind, giving you a little bit more balance, ready to push off. Other ways of doing it, you can come from front on, so feet square, about shoulder width apart. There, you can really bend down, power up, flicks the legs up. That's sort of the Ronaldo technique.
And then Ronaldo! What a goal! Cristiano Ronaldo! Sensational!
To generate power when we're heading the ball, it doesn't just come from the neck muscles, it comes from all over the body, starting from our legs and our glutes. So, when we're powering through the ball, use our momentum, bring it forward, power off that back leg from our glutes. Also comes from the back and from the hips. So again, we're not just stood there nodding the ball, we're bending back and we're powering through the ball. Next thing is our arms. So you don't see many players heading the ball with their arms by their sides. Arms out to the front, really power through the ball, almost like you're heading through a picture frame. That's how I was taught as a youngster. Out there, bang, head through it. Once we've got our solid base, the next thing we need to concentrate on is the connection with the ball. We need to use this part of the head, the centre part and the thickest part of the skull. Not only is the ball more likely to go in the direction you want it to go in, it's also probably not going to hurt as much as if it came off the side or the top of your head.
Setelah kita saksikan video tadi, kita kembali bahas tentang keterampilan gerak menggiring bola atau dribbling yang memiliki 3 teknik dasar. Yang pertama, menggiring dengan kaki bagian luar, menggiring dengan punggung kaki, menggiring dengan kaki bagian dalam. Kita kembali saksikan video berikut ini tentang keterampilan gerak menggiring bola dalam permainan sepak bola.
Hey guys, this is Matt from Become Elite, and today I'm going to show you 5 essential dribbling drills. The first drill I'm going to show you is just dribbling through a line of cones. Place each cone about 1.5 feet distance apart and place about 10 to 15 in a row. What you're going to do is just take 1 foot and you're going to dribble in between the cones, getting as many tight touches as possible. So when you go, make sure that your touches are all about a couple inches. So you're going to touch, 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 and as you go through, each touch is controlled. It's not going to be pushed out and then you have to come over here and catch it again. You want to make it all tight, 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 tight when you go through. General pattern should be about 3 touches using the outside of the foot, then 3 touches back using the inside of the foot. I like to go about 5 times through just using my right foot, and then 5 times through just using my left foot. So again, do about 5 sets with the right, 5 sets with the left. It's a very simple drill that you should be focusing on each touch as you go through. Each touch should be perfect. If you hit the cones, the ball escapes from you, or if you just miss the touch at all, that's bad. Make sure that you're focusing on each touch as you go through. The next drill I'm going to show you is the zigzag slalom. So what you're going to do is you're going to start on one side and you're going to go around each cone in a zigzag, just like a skier would slalom around. So what you want to do is you're going to focus on touching it each time with your right foot. When you're going to the right, you're going to be using the outside of your foot. When you come back this way, kind of use the inside of your foot. So you're going to start off touch, touch. When you get here, sharply come around the cone with the inside of your foot, push it back this way, touch, 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 sharply come around with the outside of your foot around the cone, come back this way, and you're just going to keep repeating until you get through the entire drill. Again, 10 to 15 cones, space them out so there's about 3 to 4 yards between each one, and you should be good. Again, Really focus on each touch, making sure that you're focusing on the weight so that each one's perfect. As you get to the cone, make sure you're rounding it sharp till you round it so there's no space in between. Cut and explode to the next cone. Use only your right foot as you go through. Do that about 5 times again, and then use your left foot 5 times through. The next 2 drills that we're gonna be doing are lane dribbling. So you're gonna create a lane. So each gate is about a stride apart, and then 7 yards in between each one, or however long you want to make it. I like to make it about 50 yards long. So for the next drill that we're going to be doing, all we're going to do is take the ball at the start of the gate, and we're just going to dribble as fast as we can until we get to the very end. We're not going to focus on how many touches we're going to do. It's all about speed and staying within the lane. So when you're going as fast as you can, come here, and then when you start, you're going to push up the outside of your foot in a straight line, and you're going to run, take a couple steps in between. Another touch, you should be taking about 2 steps for every touch that you do. It's a little bit faster. Imagine this like you have more space and it's like a fast break. If I'm dribbling with my right foot, as I take the step of the left, I'm striding with the right, I'm gonna hit it and then play it. Notice when I hit the ball, my foot is tucked in like this. So I'm hitting it right on the outside. It's the easiest way to make it go straight. So you're tucking it in, hitting and planting. So a little bit faster. We're gonna plant, step, boom. Do this about 5 times with the right and then 5 times with the left. And for this, since it's a sprint, make sure that you take about 2 minutes between each sprint because you're really going as fast as you can and you need time to recover. For the next drill, it's very similar to the first one, except instead of just going as fast as we can through, we're gonna slow down the speed to about 90%, 80%, and every step that we take with our right or our left foot, we're gonna take a touch. So like I said, instead of pushing it this much far, so you have to take a couple steps in between, every step that you take with your dribbling foot, you're also getting a touch. So it should be touch, 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 all the way down. The last drill, what we're gonna do is put 2 cones about a stride apart. This is our starting and our finishing gate. We're gonna start with the ball right at the beginning, and then about 10 yards down, we're gonna have 1 cone. So what the whole drill is we start right in the middle, we're gonna accelerate down, round the cone using the outside of our foot as sharply as possible, just like in the zigzag slalom. We're gonna come back, and when we finish, we're gonna push the ball, and as soon as it crosses this thing, come with the outside, stop it right on the line. And we're not using the top of our foot to stop it. We're gonna come through with the outside of our foot and stop it right there. So we're athletic and we're ready to go again. So for this, I like to do a high number of these, about 10 on each foot. I go 10 straight with the right and then 10 with the left. Again, this is a pretty hard cardiovascular workout, so I like to do about a minute rest in between each set.
Dari penjelasan video tersebut dapat disimpulkan, yang pertama, menghentikan bola sangat penting untuk menerima passing dari teman atau menghalau bola dari lawan. Yang kedua, menyundul bola sangat dibutuhkan terutama pada saat tendangan bebas atau tendangan sudut dan pada saat pemain depan gawang untuk mencetak gol. Yang kedua, menyundul bola sangat dibutuhkan terutama pada barisan pertahanan untuk menghalau bola lambung masuk ke daerah pertahanan atau di depan gawang. Yang ketiga, teknik menggiring bola merupakan teknik dasar yang harus dimiliki atau dikuasai oleh setiap pemain. Sekian pelajaran hari ini, sampai bertemu kembali pada pertemuan berikutnya. Salam olahraga. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.